Hey guys, what's up? I am here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Dragon Quest Dai no Dai Boken, or Dragon Quest The Adventure of Dai, which is on episode 16. This episode right here was actually really nice. The art animations there. Can't believe Toei's doing a lot of work on this series, which is to my shock. And I'm glad that they're actually putting a lot of effort in here to the best of their ability, despite knowing what's been going on around in Japan here and there. But that aside, yeah, I thought this episode was great, and it gives me a lot of nostalgia again about Dragon Quest games, especially Dragon Quest Monsters, etc. If you guys play the games or play any spin-off games, you know what I'm talking about. Please don't forget that. That aside, and me rambling on, let's just get this started. We have to it that Dai and the others gets greeted by the Great Mage or Grand Mage Marotif, I believe. I think that's his name. Marotif? Yeah. Grand Sorcerer Matorif. We get to know about him a bit about the situation and how he actually became a big companion to Avon Sensei, or Avon himself, you know? We all know who Avon is. That guy's a major freaking big picture to Dai and pop themselves, and of course Mom as well. Anyways, as the episode continues on, Matorif doesn't want to help out anymore because humans think about nothing themselves, and there is no denying that about how things are when it comes to certain parts in the world like that. You know, I mean, they wanted his help for a long time, but after the battle was over, they brushed him off, saying, "Hey, get the heck out of here. We don't want you around anymore." You know, and that's when Matorif gotten really bitter or sour about that, because people ask you for help because you got talent, you got spirit, you got the hard work in you, you got all the abilities to fight off against these things all by yourself. And okay, now we don't need you no more. Get out of here, you know. And he was a big part of a king's advisor, you know. But unfortunately, people brushed him off, saying get off the council or something because you're no longer needed. Pretty much all I can really tell you, Marotif really hated what happened to him after he's done his job and they don't need him no more, you know? And that hurt him a lot, and that's the reason why he goes humans think nothing about themselves and nothing more, you know? That's the reason why I quit. Dai, on the other hand, convinces him otherwise in different words, you know? And those eyes that Dai gave off to Matorif or Marotif or something is pretty much the same eyes that Avon had. And after he was told that Avon died and there's other people who appreciate your talent such as us, please help us out right now. Although Matorif even after hearing Avon Sensei's death and then everything else, he decides to okay, I'll help you out. And by that time, we get to know about this forbidden magic that's been a thing about it in last week's episode. You know, he ends up explaining that it is so dirty and so cruel, and it's like a cheating way of doing it. It's like a cheating spell that it's usually banned. Anyone who be using that becomes a pariah among mages or an outsider to mages. I don't know. One thing for sure is it was really pretty much banned from learning it, and it's very dirty, as it was, as it's shown, etc. So yeah, in order for you to break this field, you must destroy the 2 towers that the Flazard created, that kind of thing. We have to it that Marotif decides to take Pop for a training regimen so he could get him stronger, because Avon Sensei was a little pampered a lot on Pop for a while now. And Marotif says, I'm going to be doing something worse on Pop than ever, Then we get to see a scene where Hadla ends up talking to his commanders about what to do, especially Baran and some other guy, which I forgot his name. Zabodia? Yeah, Zabodia. We have to it that he will gather his armies to eliminate Dai and the others while they are going to try to destroy the towers, because that forbidden magic is very important to help out Flazard, And at the same time, Zabaria doesn't like the idea because Flazard is going to be very sour about that. But Haller says, I'm the one that created him using forbidden magic in the first place, So I'll do whatever I have to whenever it's necessary to achieve victory, because he already, as an enemy, as a boss of a leader himself, he has to take out Dai, due to the fact that he did some damage on him, and many at the very beginning of the series just proves that he doesn't underestimate him. Though at the same time, though, I think he should have at least gone out of his way instead of sitting his butt around, which is really like ridiculous to try to go take out Dai himself, you know? Unless he's still healing up from his wounds whatsoever, I don't know. But Baran was about to get ready, but Hala decides to send him off somewhere else to Karl Kingdom because there's a big reason for that. Like, we don't really know why, but like Hala has Baran to go fight Karl Kingdom while Mr. Vern was over there, you know, that kind of thing. But we have to it that like he wants Baran to take down Karl Kingdom, and he seems to be sweating while Baran's like, how come you don't want me to face this kid Dai or something, you know? And the way I look at that, it looks like Hala might be hiding something. I don't know what it is, but one thing for sure is like this could be related to like something else. Whatever the case may be, Hala decides to send Baran off to fight Karl Kingdom, and we get to know that Karl Kingdom cannot be overthrown that easily. So I guess we get to know about Karl Kingdom alone, you know? This kingdom, if Hala really says it can't be overthrown that easily, that means this kingdom is very powerful and resilient, if that's the case. Because, like, yeah, I look forward that if we see that kingdom soon, I would like to see what it's capable of. Like, for Hala to say, like, it can't be overthrown easily by Baran that easily, so we had to use this time to take down Dai. Whatever the case may be, it looks like Hala does not want Baran to face Dai right now, whatever reason it is, you know? But he wants to kill Dai whenever that happens, you know? And we get to see Pop's training, you know? We see too that Marotip decides to have a monster chase Pop, and he actually got him to increase his stamina. Then he tied Pop to a rock and kicked him into the water and tells him, you can't use magic underwater, but you can use magic throughout your body, so give it a try. And Pop managed to get over that, you know? But we see to it that Pop can't seem to like it seems to be out of shape right now, and Marotip seems to be disappointed in this and calls Pop like, look man, the way I look at it right now, you're just gonna drag everyone down and you're more likely to get yourself killed the moment you even enter the Dark Forest or somewhere in the dark, facing against the Dark Army, you know? And he even tells Pop to use Zoom on his own to find out what to do or to find a location. And the mage did use Zoom to try and teleport Pop somewhere to the location where Mom's village is, I think, and to like do some training, you know? And yeah, he left Pop alone, and Pop gets really mad about this. And we see to it that we see Dai training as well. This technique that he's like fighting blindfolded is like trying to like tell Dai like if you could once you cut the unseen, your blade will become 3 or 5 times more powerful, etc. You know, that kind of thing, etc. While like what's the old man's name? I don't know. All I know, he's creating bombs right now to do some damage against the spiral towers. You know, that's allowing the Forbidden Mansion to still be around. Not to mention we have Flazard sending a message to Dai and the others like hey, I don't know what you're doing right now, just hiding away, but I'm gonna tell you right now, tomorrow sunset or tomorrow or so, sometime later tomorrow, your little precious princess companion Leona is gonna die. This freezing spell is not, you think she's okay, safe just because she's frozen? No, it's chewing away at her life force, man. The moment you like delay, and if you don't show up by tomorrow, she's dead. Pretty much. So Marotip suggests that they all get ready to like attack tonight, because that's the right time to do so. And we get to see that Dai, Mam, and the others are getting ready to go for a combat, but Pop shows up in the nick of time to take over a certain seat, you know? And that's good for Pop. He finally learned how to grow. I mean, the guy was babied or pampered by Avon Sensei for a long time. Marotip having to give him the tough love or training he really needed just to push himself or to like go beyond his limit or get better. That's the good thing to know. But that aside, we have to it that Marotip decides to give the kids a fishing boat and pushes them over there. But he forgot one thing. They don't know how to stop. And Dai had to use whoosh, whoosh, whoosh to use the brakes, you know, before they crash very badly. It was very funny. That was very funny. But that aside, we have to it that Dai and the others get ready to make their plan to attack the spirals, you know. And we have to it that it looks like to me trouble is already on the horizon, because Zalberia, Mr. Vern, and Hadler are getting ready to like attack Dai and his companions, you know. Which finally Hadler decides to make a move at long last, you know. Because like sometimes if you're a big boss of an evil army, you sitting around for too long just like really questions the logic, man. Sometimes, like they say, if you want to get something done, do it yourself. Or if you want something done right, do it yourself. And Hala is finally taking action, but he's having Byron go take on Carl Kingdom, which is something I'd like to talk about a bit, you know? It looks like to me this Carl Kingdom thing whatsoever that Hala mentions, that Byron may not be able to take it down that easily, shows that I don't know what kind of forces or strength that Carl Kingdom is, but I look forward that we see that kingdom soon, because if they're that tough, I hope there's a lot of nice warriors or mages that can actually hold their own, you know? I mean, it has to be. Even Haller says taking down that kingdom would not be a piece of cake. That much is considered. Anyways, yeah, pretty much this episode is a big training episode for Pop, Mom, and Dai. Well, Dai and Pop themselves, while Mom is helping Dai train, and then, you know, Pop getting the tough love training, harsh, cruel killing training from Marotif, the Grand Sorcery Mage whatsoever, which is really nice. And Halar's starting to make a move, but he doesn't want Baran to fight Dai yet. Whatever the case may be, it looks very important, because I think if I remember correctly, Baran is what? Like the Dragon Legion kind of thing, and Dai has a Dragon Crest sign on there, so there might be somewhat of a connection right there. I don't know, but it looks really important. But one thing for sure, like I said, Haller does not want Baran to fight Dai yet, maybe for big particular reasons, since Baran is a Dragon Legion, while Dai has that Dragon Crest whatsoever symbol that looks very important. But whatever the case may be, Haller just has Baran to go fight the Carl Kingdom, which won't be easy to be taken down, and won't be easy to take down. And knowing Carl Kingdom, I look forward that we go to that kingdom very soon. That's if Dai and the others make it that far. That aside, yeah, pretty much like, because of Pop's harsh training from Marotif, and Pop wants to train with him again, Marotif's like, I'm not going to let you go yet, obviously, so get ready for it, you know? And of course, Dai and the others are making their attack on the Spiral Towers to destroy the Forbidden Magic and face Flazard themselves. But Haller anticipated this, so he has Zalberia and Mr. Vern getting ready to, like, Mr. Vern and Zalberia getting ready to, like, do some, about to take some moves themselves in order to stop Dai and the other, to destroy Dai and his companions once and for all. It's a good thing that Haller's starting to make a move, but I guess either because he's making like preparations for something else, whatever excuse the Dark Lord Haller decides not to do, he's finally trying to finish things with his own hands. That's a good thing. Looking forward to next episode, and it's pretty much called like Death-Defying Savior. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but it looks like to me it better have a good explanation, because that title looks a little like suspicious and concerning. So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alfazero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!